welcome to B&M, Disney News and More, episode 47. My commitment to you, as always, is to bring to you the latest and greatest Disney news. If you have not checked me out on my other social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram, I invite you to go check me out there. If you like what you see, go ahead and give me a follow. In today's topics, we're going to be talking about the 35th anniversary of Disney Legends. Disney has announced that they're going to be kicking off the event by announcing who is the new inductees to Disney Legends. We're also going to talk about Frozen's sing-along celebration. Disney had announced that they were going to be shutting down the attraction for refurbishment, but some things have changed, so stick around for that. Disney is celebrating World Princess Week, and I'm going to show you where they're going to be celebrating that, what events, and some of the treats that come along with that. Over at Hollywood Studios, we're going to be talking about the Beverly Sunset Boutique has finally opened. I'll show you what's inside that shop. Then we're also going to be talking about some of the meet and greets that have not returned. A lot of them have returned, but some of them haven't. So we're going to be talking about those who are returning soon. And then we're also going to be talking about Magic Kingdom's Enchantment Fireworks Spectacular. There has been some change as to when you're going to be able to experience this fireworks show. So definitely stay tuned for that, especially if you're planning to come to Walt Disney World Resort for vacation. All right, so we begin with D23. Disney has announced that they will kick off the epic opening ceremonies that will include the 35th year anniversary of Disney Legends. The Disney Legend Award is given to an individual who has made an extraordinary contribution to the Disney legacy. The D23 Expo, the ultimate Disney fan event presented by Visa, will kick off on Friday, September the 9th, with a fantastic spectacle that includes a Disney Legends Award ceremony and an early look at Disney 100 Years of Wonder. The opening ceremony will take place at 10:30 a.m. in Hall D23 inside the Anaheim Convention Center. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the inductees. Okay, friends, so I'm very happy to announce that Chadwick Boseman made it this year as a Disney legend. Again, he was a legend on his own. I think that, this gentleman, I haven't watched any of his movies, but that's going to definitely change. I want to watch some of his movies, but just listening at some of the speeches that he's made, you can tell that the guy had a kind heart. He had his head on straight. He was all about equality, and it just seemed like this guy had a really, really, really good way of looking at life. He was all about education, and he was all about you having a dream and pursuing it. Very smart guy. He seemed very intelligent. Unfortunately, he passed away on August the 28th at the age of 43 after struggling 4 years of colon cancer. Now, it's kind of ironic that he passed away on August the 28th, which is the day, that the March on Washington happened, which is where Martin Luther King delivered the speech, "I Have a Dream." It is the same day also that Dodgers president and general manager Branch Rickey informed Jackie Robinson, which is a role that Chadwick Boseman played on the movie 42, was told that he was going to be part of the team, that he was going to be quote unquote face of integration, right? So that's very important. Major League Baseball sometimes celebrates Jackie Robinson Day on August the 28th, right? Which is the day, Jackie Robinson is the first black player in Major League Baseball. So again, Chadwick Boseman represented the black community. He was the first black superhero. It's ironic that he passed away on the day of Martin Luther King, the speech that he delivered, "I Have a Dream." And then it was the day that he was actually, that Jackie Robinson, which is the role that he played, was told that he was going to be part or the face of integration. So I think it's pretty cool. Again, I am very happy to announce that Wakanda Forever has been inducted as a Disney legend, a legend of his own. Okay, friends, I also want to mention these folks here made it as a Disney legend. And, as you can see, it is the cast of Frozen 1 and Frozen 2. Kristen Bell, who played Anna, Idina Menzel, who played Queen Elsa, Josh Gad, who played Olaf, and then also Jonathan Groff, who played Kristoff. So I think this is pretty cool. I definitely think they made a contribution to Disney, right? I mean, we know all these four characters, and our grandchildren's children will know about these characters, and so it's very fitting that they made the Disney legend status. These are all the other folks who also made Disney legend status. Anthony Anderson, we know about him. Robert Coltrane, Patrick Dempsey, Robert Price, Bob Foster, Don Hahn, Chris Montan, Ellen Pompeo, Tracy Ellis Ross. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to D23 so you can read a little bit more about their contribution to the Disney company. So that way you get to know what they did for the company and what got them Disney legend status. Okay, friends, so beginning August 21st all the way through the 27th, Disney is celebrating World Princess Week. World Princess Week is part of the Ultimate Princess celebration that kicked off last year, which is a global extravaganza across the Walt Disney Company that highlights the impact of Disney princesses and the courage and kindness they inspire in fans all around the world. Now, the celebration is not only here in Walt Disney World, but also in Disneyland. But for the sake of time, I'm only going to show you some of the treats that you'll be able to find here in Walt Disney World. Now, before I say that, I do want to say that this year, Raya is making her debut as a Disney princess. This is the first time that she's actually being recognized as a princess. So, welcome to the club, Princess Raya. Okay, friends, here are some of the treats that you will find across the Walt Disney World Resort celebrating World Princess Week. Over at Disney Springs, if you go to the Amorette's Pastries, you will find the Snow White 85th Anniversary Petite Cake, which is vanilla chiffon cake layered with apple mousse and cinnamon mousse with white chocolate crunch pearls. Obviously, they had to put in the apple mousse, right? Also, at Catalina's Eddie's in Hollywood Studios, you'll be able to find the Enchanted Rose. It is a dark chocolate, black currant, and Morello cherry mousse with whipped cookies and cream fluff and gilded chocolate covered cocoa nibs on a shortbread cookie. Now, if that's not a tongue twister, tell me what is. But nonetheless, it sounds delicious. You will also find at the Sunshine Seasons over in Epcot Center, the Anna and Elsa's Cupcake, which is made of strawberry cupcake with strawberry filling and strawberry buttercream topped with chocolate crown. Now, that is a treat for royalty. Over at the Disney Polynesian Village at the Kona Island Coffee Bar and Captain Cook's, you'll find the Moana Mini Cake, which is a vanilla cake with mango mousse, and that sounds delicious on its own, and a wave of glazage, which is a nice word for frosting, butter cream, fondant, and a white chocolate decor. Over at Disney's Port Orleans French Quarters, you'll find the Wishing on the Stars, which is an olive cake, banana cream pie mousse, white chocolate crunch, and a white chocolate glazage. And the availability for that will continue past August the 27th. So keep that in mind. You don't have to actually attend the event to experience this. You can actually find this past the 27th. And then also at the Disney Contemporary Resort, you'll find the Cinderella Cupcake, which is a vanilla cake with vanilla cream custard filling, buttercream, white chocolate slipper, and a fondant pumpkin. So those are some of the treats that you'll be able to find. There are definitely a lot more. I'm going to leave the description in the comment section. And not only does it show some of the treats or more of the treats that will be available at Walt Disney World Resort, but also in Disneyland. Okay, friends, now that we got our sweet treat fix, let's go ahead and talk about merchandise. There is a new style of Crocs available now, which you can purchase. As you can see here, it is all about Halloween. You know, we're celebrating Not So Scary Halloween Party over at Magic Kingdom, and a lot is going on, a lot of decorations about Halloween. Although we're not in October yet, yes, we're celebrating Halloween here in Walt Disney World, and why not? right? And I think these Crocs are absolutely awesome. If you're a fan of Crocs and you're a fan of Halloween, this is pretty awesome. As you can see, you got Mickey there, you got Minnie, you got the pumpkins, you got the ghosts, spiders, and so forth and so on. You got the book there with spells, and look very cool. Now these Crocs are $59.99. So again, there's a lot of Halloween merchandise, but I kind of like these Crocs. I only have one pair. I don't collect them, but I like them, and I love the fact that they have the two little Mickey. I don't know what you call them, that you can kind of press onto the Crocs. Those are pretty cool. I think that you can also buy them separately, but I just wanted to bring this to you because I think these are very awesome, especially if you like Halloween and Crocs. So just thought I'd bring that there to you. Now, over at Magic Kingdom, if you plan to come over between the 17th and the 29th, they are changing the fireworks show. What fireworks show? The Enchantment Fireworks Spectacular. That's changing. Currently, I believe it's at 9:20, but they're changing it over to 8:15. So keep that in mind between the 17th and the 29th. Now, right now, currently, they're also doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So the days that they're doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, those days you're not going to see Enchantment at all. Remember, the park closes at 6 o'clock and then the event starts at 7. And obviously, they have their own fireworks show, which is at 10:15. But if you're not attending the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, just remember that if you're visiting Magic Kingdom between the 17th and the 29th, you're going to see that show at 8:15. Now, again, I always mention this. I'm going to start mentioning this more often. Every time you see the My Disney Experience app logo on the slide, that's just letting you know to confirm inside the app the date and times. Okay, things change, they change, and I don't always keep up with those changes. It's very hard, right? I'm trying to bring as much news as I can, and it's very hard to keep up with those changes. I'm doing the best that I can. But one thing's for sure, if they make any changes, it's going to reflect in My Disney Experience app. So just keep that in mind. Now, I spoke to you at the very beginning, at the intro, how some of the character meet and greets are coming back, but there are a lot that are still haven't come back. So just keep in mind that over in Magic Kingdom, right? They're over at the Pete Silly Sideshow. We still haven't seen Donald or Daisy coming back. Now, if you go into My Disney Experience app, it does say that it is coming soon. We have not been given a date, but all we know is that it's definitely coming back. And as soon as it does come back, I'll definitely bring it on my newscast, and you'll find out exactly, the day that it comes back and the hours that you'll be able to do these character meet and greets. So again, the My Disney Experience app logo is there. Always check, always confirm, and I hope you enjoy their meet and greet. I'm looking forward to it. Now over at Hollywood Studios, the refurbishment seems to be on hold for the Frozen sing-along celebration. They had announced that it was going to be closing on the 22nd, and they were going to be opening back up in September. I believe it was September 17th. Now, if you look in My Disney Experience, it's still reflecting that closure, right, for refurbishment. However, on the list of the attractions that are going to be closing for refurbishment, that has been removed. So it's kind of right now a little bit confusing. Again, check your My Disney Experience app for the date and times and for 100% accuracy, right? Things change. And so just keep that in mind. I actually went with my wife. It's funny because I left my home at what was it? Like 18 minutes before the show started. And I actually we were like the almost last person that was able to enter the queue. So I'm not trying to say that to boast that I live very close to Disney. It was just awesome that I was able to make it. And I thought I was not going to make it. I had like 18 minutes before it closed, and I actually made it. It was so thrilling. Like my wife and I, we were celebrating, but we were trying to catch the last show before it closed for refurbishment. And now I come to find out that it wasn't. So I'm here rushing my wife for nothing. But anyway, just continue to keep on a look at My Disney Experience. I love this show, and they were closing it down for a little bit, which is okay, which is cool. But I think soon they're going to do it anyway because they want to kind of practice for the Christmas version of this show. So, but for now, it has been removed. It still shows on my Disney Experience app. So I'm kind of keeping tuned and see what actually is going to happen. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you visit Hollywood Studios. Now, over at Hollywood Studios, something has finally happened. Yes, the Beverly Sunset Boutique has finally opened. One of my favorite shops. If you've never been in there, it is pretty much Pixar themed. Anything like Pixar, any Pixar characters you're gonna find inside this boutique, and that's why I like it. I like Pixar particularly because of Woody, and so I have a small video kind of showing you what the shop looks like, and let me go ahead and play. So in the Beverly Sunset, you're gonna find all Pixar characters from Turning Red to Up to Monsters Inc. You can see here. Obviously, Toy Story, Lightyear. And I'm very glad to see it's finally opened. You'll also find characters from Cars. There's socks for you, right here. And of course, they carry other type of merchandise. So some of it celebrating the 50-year anniversary. But I'm so very glad that this shop has finally opened. Okay, so that was a small video that I posted on my TikTok. And so I'm very excited that this shop is finally open. It kind of felt weird to kind of walk through Sunset Boulevard and not seeing this shop open, but I'm glad it is finally open. So awesome. Also in Hollywood Studios, there's another meet and greet that has not returned, right? And it's returning soon. At least that's what it says in my Disney Experience app. That is the return of the meet and greet of Jessie, Woody, and Buzz Lightyear. And so, hopefully that'll come back before we know it. And I'll be able to kind of do a meet and greet with my boy, Woody. Looking very forward to that. Again, always check my Disney Experience app. When they do start meeting and greeting folks, you'll be able to see it in there. But as always, as soon as I find out that they are doing meet and greets, right, I'm going to bring that to you on my newscast. Now in Animal Kingdom news. Okay, so over at Animal Kingdom, there was a young boy of 15 years old who was caught with a handgun as he was trying to walk inside the park. Now, the story is getting old. All these people that are being stopped at the entrance and being found with a handgun, they're all saying that they didn't know that they had a gun in their backpack. I mean, a gun does not weigh like a feather. It has weight to it. And how are you going to tell me that you didn't know you didn't have a handgun inside your backpack? Come on, this is getting old. As you can see, I put Donald Duck here, pretty mad, upset, furious, and that's how I feel right now. I am so happy that, we're able, or not us, but I'm glad that Disney is able to catch these people before they actually walk into the park, because you never know what their intentions are. And maybe they're not going with intentions to kill somebody, but anything can happen. There's beer, there's liquor inside these parks, and people get upset. We've heard of fathers abusing their children, like hitting them and stuff like that. We've seen people, people get upset because someone is skipping in front of them on the queue and all this other stuff, and anything can happen. And it really gets me upset. knowing that there's people trying to get inside these parks with handguns. And don't give me this bullcrap excuse that you didn't know that you had a handgun there. It does not weigh an ounce. It weighs pounds, people. Please stop it. This is the most happiest place or the most magical place on earth. Why are you trying to bring handguns? Who are you trying to be? And you know what makes this thing the saddest is that he's 15 years old. This kid, he's a kid. He probably doesn't even know how to wipe his ass correctly. Let's be honest about that. And it just gets me upset how these kids are trying to bring guns inside of Disney World. And look, forget about Disney World. It upsets me how a 15-year-old kid can have a gun. Because, okay, he got caught in Disney World, but what about if he takes it to a school? What about he takes it to a shopping center, right? Where there is no security, where there is no metal detectors. So it just gets me upset. People, come on, wake up. Wake up. Stop it already. I know this message is not going to go far. I know people are not going to listen to me, but I'm going to express my discontent. I'm going to express my anger towards these people because I'm trying to go to Disney World to enjoy my family, enjoy the attractions, enjoy myself, forget about the monotony of this world and just trying to get lost inside a happy place, right? And people like this young kid, you know, taking a gun? Are you kidding me? Come on now. Let's stop. Anyway, before I get even more upset, let's move forward. All right, friends, here's another meet and greet that we cannot forget about. It's Donald's Dino Bash, which obviously it's Donald, Doug, and Chip and Dale. They have not come back. This is in Dino Land. They're coming back pretty soon. I just can't wait to kind of be able to experience Disney World Resort like 100% coming back. And this is part of it, right? This is part of it. These three characters doing the dance party is very, very cool. I remember back in the day, that's what we always saw when we went to Animal Kingdom. When I came from, Miami to Orlando for vacation. So some of the meet and greets, like I said, there's 3 meet and greets that I showed you guys earlier that have not come back. And so, a lot of them has come back. A lot of them, some of them haven't, and this is one of them. So I'm looking very forward to it. Again, just continue to look inside my Disney Experience app for the meet and greet times whenever they do come back. But just rest assured that when they do come back, I'm going to bring it here to you guys, okay? And with that being said, I'm going to give credit to these people. I get some of the photographs for these slides from these folks. And just like that, my friends, episode 47 is over. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to end this video like I always do. We came, we saw, and we conquered. And do me a favor. Have a wonderful day. Peace.